Welcome back, guys. It's episode 167, I think.
Damn.
We're encroaching on fucking 200, which is kind of nuts. But yeah, we were just sitting here talking about Logan Paul, KSI, Mr. Beast's new brand they just announced last night called Lunch. What was it called?
Lunchly.
Yeah, Lunchly, which pretty much they've said themselves they're directly going straight up against Lunchables, which I don't believe we have here. But it's basically a drink, a chocolate bar, and a fucking little mini snack.
Yeah, perfect for like the preschool kid or the primary school kid.
Perfect for me.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, it's we were just saying it's a genius brand, but I was about to say like all these influencers are just pretty much taking over. Like Jake has just started a company called W that's like fucking like body soaps, deodorants, and that's fucking crushing it. Then you got Logan with Prime.
The only thing I don't like about Lunchly is the name. It's hard to say for me. Lunchly. Lunchables. It's a fantastic name. Whoever came up with that is a fucking genius.
I was surprised that they were allowed to call it Lunchly.
Yeah, why?
Well, if the fucking company they're directly going up against is called Lunchables, you have 70% the same name.
Yeah.
I
mean, I wonder though how... Like, can one company really like own the name like Lunch? You know, probably
you can't
not.
trademark Lunch, but it like
because there's only so many words out there. It's like that's where like it becomes so vague. But then you see some people. I know, like I learned about this in uni. One guy like got a trademark for a certain type of shade of yellow, and then he started suing a bunch of small companies who like uses yellow, and it was so unethical. But he was able to do it, and like it was just, he became like one of the most hated businessmen ever.
Well, now, UK. Like, bro, colours and trademarks are actually pretty fucked. If you own a small business, it's actually not even worth trademarking shit because, like, until you're at the big dogs, because to get a trademark to cover you for everything is fucking expensive. But also, like, for example, if you wanted to trademark, like, I don't know, fucking a certain font, you can trademark a certain font, but someone only has to change that font by like 3% and they can use it. Or or a color, they just have to use a slightly different shade because you can't trademark.
There's no point these days when there's so many, like for example, if you go on Adobe Fonts, it says like, oh yeah, this is free to use for like anything that you want to do promotional wise. It's obviously once you're big and established or you've got enough money to support yourself, like you can understand it, but
you just got to stay ahead of the curve if you have a business. Like I remember talking to a guy who made keyboards, and the tech in the keyboards, he was like, "Yeah, I just have to stay ahead because like every competitor will try and copy, but it'll take them 6 months to catch up. You just have to keep like fucking advancing and being ahead of them." I'm like, "Fuck, that's such a scary thought to have to be that much like advanced than everyone else as opposed to fucking Logan and Mr. Beast and shit."
Well, I suppose they still have something like they still have to remain somewhat relevant. Obviously, Mr. Beast is a partner. That's fucking huge. He's never going to stop making content. Yeah. But like Logan Paul, KSI couldn't just really fall off the face of the earth. Like their self-image is still very important to Prime being successful.
Yeah, I could never see it. Like the problem with particularly Logan more so than KSI, like he's mainstream famous. Yeah. Like he's just basically like a Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah.
Like if you ask, maybe
a lot of people,
maybe not our parents, but like if you ask, I mean a lot of our parents would still know him, but like if you just ask around, or have you heard of Logan Paul? Like, oh yeah, they might know him for the wrong reasons, but they'll know of him. You ask them about KSI, they probably won't, but KSI owns the UK market.
Yeah.
So you've literally got the US, then you got Mr. Beast for kids.
They've literally got the entire world, bro.
Yeah.
They've literally got the entire world. But even like my dad, bro. My dad's 63, and he knows both of them.
Yeah.
I think he even knows Mr. Beast, and that's because of me.
Yeah.
But then you could say, oh, it's because of you, though. But then I'm like, well, how many other people out there who are his age have their kids, and it doesn't matter how they know them. They just know them, but... I wonder if those things will ever come to Australia, because there are so many things when it comes to food that are acceptable in America that aren't everywhere else in the world.
Prime miserably failed here too.
Oh shit, yeah.
Bro, I go into a Woolies, so I was actually in my local Woolworths. I remember when it first came and the hype was dead. Like, by the time they actually got into the stores, everyone had already tried it and shit. And it's, in my personal opinion, it's not that great for particularly $4.50 or $5 for a drink. And Gatorade's always half price anyway.
Yeah. I don't think they've been on special once.
No, well, I saw them go on special. Still no one bought them.
Yeah.
And that was at $3.50. And then now I walked into my local Woolies and they have a portion on the shelf that is probably half a metre wide. That's it. There's like maybe 60 bottles total on the shelf.
Yeah.
And when they first went in there, it was like
Huge.
an entire wall of the Woolies. I'm like, no one's buying this shit, bro.
No. Do you remember when we were in Melbourne, bro? We were just going to all the different Woolworths, just begging they were going to be there. And then we'd go there, nothing there. We'd ask the people stocking shelves. They get pissed off. They're like, no, it's not fucking here, blah, blah, blah. Now, my God, bro, take your pick.
Yeah.
Take your pick. And I don't know why. I don't know why it hasn't worked here, because it's worked in the UK, which is like relatively close to Australia with how people like things. We're a lot closer to the UK in terms of similarities than we are to America. It's obviously worked in America because they, not to generalize, but they like some just the sugary shit, the real weird shit. But yeah, Australia just saying this though, the energy drinks are really nice.
Yeah, they are very good.
I loved the energy drinks. There's not a lot of caffeine in there.
They fucked up by not releasing them as the main one, personally, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing is like hydration drink. But if you had to go on energy drink off the route and then maybe gone off to the hydration drink, you may have done better. But I don't know. If those were cheaper again, if the prime energies were cheaper and maybe a little bit more caffeine, I'd potentially get them over a Monster.
Well, they're not in Woolies. You can only get them at like 7-Elevens or like in vending machines.
Yeah, it's pretty poor then.
If they were in Woolies, I would get them all the time.
They're in the vending machines at Revo. They're stocking primes, and I don't understand it.
On sale at $4, and they have been for like fucking 6 months because no one's buying them.
I don't know why they're stocking them, bro.
Yeah.
If you stocked normal, like in a gym, bro, if you stocked normal kamikazes, normal like fucking any C4s, Ghosts, if you just stocked the actual pre-workout drinks that have like citrulline and stuff in them, you will sell them.
Yeah.
No one's buying a Prime when there's a Ghost in there at a gym, bro. Like, it's just the dumbest thing, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they clearly just got him in there because of the name Prime. And
what if Prime did a gym one, bro?
Yeah, I mean, that would be huge. I mean, it would make sense too, Logan. Fucking jacked.
KSI is always in like relatively good shape as well. Mr. Beast did that, what's it called? That competition with Airac, the 100-day body transformation. They wanted to compete. So fitness is still in the cards, bro. If they did a fucking drink, like a pre-workout type of drink, where you actually had like beta-alanine, citrulline in it, blah blah blah, that could go big.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it's clearly not their target market.
That's the thing. I don't even know. Like, maybe I'm just capping. Like, what if Prime is just
doing well,
banging off the shelf with kids? I don't know what kids are buying because I don't really have any fucking kids in my life from the age of say 14 to like, is high school kids just fucking mopping Prime up? I can't imagine it just based off the fact that I've seen it on Woolworth shelves in the smallest part now. So clearly they've like put better moving products on their shelves, but maybe I'm just wrong.
I really just don't think so, bro. I remember, I
don't either.
When I was in Europe, I saw like different variations of Prime that aren't available in Australia, and that was pretty cool. But once again, that just becomes the norm in those countries.
Yeah.
So I really don't know, bro. I really don't know. Like, it obviously is somewhat successful. Otherwise, they'd stop doing it here. Yeah. But I don't know. I reckon the stats comparison between like the UK, America, and Australia would be drastically different.
It's funny though. I reckon I don't reckon that many people be buying Gatorades either. In fairness, like off Woolworth shelves, I don't think that many people buy Gatorades. Otherwise, they wouldn't put them at half price every single.
I think when they do go half price, they go, bro. When they go half price, they go. But that's just the thing, bro. That's just standard cost of living though. Like, a lot of people are very disciplined these days because they have to. So they're not buying these types of things. They're not going out to buy shit that they just physically do not need unless it's on special. Otherwise, it's just too expensive.
Well, they are also very, very unhealthy. Like Prime, not so much, but normal Gatorade's terribly bad for you.
Yeah. If
But
you
like,
get sugar frees, then
sugar free,
right.
right? Yeah, but then they don't taste nowhere near as good as a fucking proper sugary Gatorade. But
You know the thing is though, bro, my subconscious mind has changed to the point where I like sugar-free drinks more because I feel like they're better for me. And when I drink sugary drinks, I feel shit drinking them.
depends. Like cool drink, yeah. Like I actually prefer that. Well, I haven't had a sugary cool drink in fuck knows how long. Besides maybe Mountain Dew, but yeah. So those I prefer. But like sugar-free Gatorades and like sugar-free like even those Powerades, like I fucking hate them compared to just like the normal versions.
Yeah.
And if I'm drinking them, then I'm like, the sugar's not gonna kill me because I'm fucking working out or whatever.
Yeah. See, I'm just used to them now. And I think that was the thing with cool drink as well. A lot of people at the start not used to the taste. I remember Jared saying to us, don't know how the fuck you drink sugar-free Monsters. He's like, I hate them. The normal ones are so much better. He gradually made the switch and now he's like, oh, nah, bro. I think it's just one of these things where if you drink them enough, you get used to them. But once again, if they're not on special, no one's buying them, bro, because they're just not worth it.
$4 for a drink, like
it's ridiculous.
Fuck, but anyway, moving on from the brand stuff. Let us know if you guys are gonna fucking, I don't know, try any of these brands. Maybe we try and import a Lunchables.
Cheeky Lunchables, try.
I remember the Feastables came in. I hated it personally.
We tried it on the potty.
Yeah, I thought like it was okay, but in fairness, like the actual chocolate itself is about 4 times as good for you. It's 4 times better for you than normal like dairy milk. But also dairy milk tastes like it's not even comparable.
I fucking just love chocolate, hey. I love it. Do you love chocolate?
Yeah, but I bro, I love, bro, we literally would go get blocks of fucking chocolate in Melbourne and just smoke them. But
honestly.
no, I have a craving sweet tooth. Like and it'll just come out of nowhere. Like I don't want sweets right now. If there was lollies here, I probably wouldn't even eat them, but when I want them, it's bad as fuck. Like if I have a Tim Tam, pack gone.
Yeah, Maltesers, bro.
Yeah,
they're my kryptonite, mate.
Oh.
They are my fucking kryptonite. My sister came over and she gave us some. We had about 3 bags. They're the weird bags. So I haven't really seen them. Really strange packaging. And oh boy, fuck these things. They're on the brink of extinction, mate, in my house because
you can shovel them like down your gullet, just fucking handful.
And we were playing PlayStation the other day, and I said, "Oh, I'm about to enjoy my 22 Maltesers," and he said, "There's no way you're counting them." And I said, "Brother, I've checked up the recommended serving size. It's 11 grams." I said, "I'll have 2 times that, so I'll have 22 grams." It's about fucking 300 calories in that, mate. And when you put 22 grams of Maltesers in a bowl,
nothing.
Holy shit! That's my first serving size.
Yeah.
And I have about 10 servings, mate. If I don't restrict myself and restrain myself.
Yeah, bro. I was at the shop the other day. I was just like looking because I wanted some lollies after the gym. I was like looking at the back of just for the calories and like a little pack of fucking trolley sour worms literally was like 700 or 800 calories.
What?
And I just thought to myself, I can't have that. Like that's just like 700-800 calories of pure sugar that I just
pure shit.
Like that will not even fill me up. And after I eat them, it won't even really satisfy me. I only want it right now. But if I just leave and don't get them, I'm not going to want them.
It's that short-term dopamine hit.
Yeah.
That's all it gives you. But fuck, I love it. I fucking love it, mate, honestly.
Yeah, it is good. How was the week, mate? What have you done?
Week was good. Been relatively busy. Been working a bit. We did go to the beach, though, on the weekend. This was the big thing.
The first Saturday sesh.
Oh, fuck, it was good.
It was a great day.
Woke up pretty tired, not going to lie, because it's a slightly earlier wake up. Picked up Maury, and off we went to your house to meet up. You were at a pre-workout, unfortunately, so I had to go get some for yourself. Then your shaker cup was leaking.
I have no shaker cups anymore. How do you not have a shaker cup as someone who's gone to the gym for fucking years?
I don't know.
Like, I don't know how that happens, but I have no shaker cups.
No shaker cups, so pop over to Evan's sup guy and go get him some of that. And then we en route to Revo Scarborough. And the vibes are high. Vibes are high, of course. It's beautifully sunny day. It's meant to be 27 degrees that day. It was 28 the day prior. And we were just so excited for both the session and the beach because the season's just started. The season has just started for beach goings. And boy, oh boy, fuck do we need a tan.
The 3 Bs, mate. Boys, bitches, vibes. Vibes? I meant
Vibes?
beaches.
Beaches?
Yeah.
Bro, so we're working out in Revo Scarborough. Vibes are good. Vibes are good. The people there are good. And the sesh was pretty good, I'd say. It was good. They've added more things there as well.
solid sesh.
They have drastically made the gym better since we've last been there.
Yeesh.
But holy shit, bro. You take the pump cover off, mate, and I'm looking at my upper arms and...
I didn't even take mine off, bro. I was like, nah. I'm too... it's actually fucked.
Mate.
I hate training in a singlet because of how white I am. It fucks me.
It's disgusting, bro. I could not believe what I was looking at in terms of how pasty white my like upper arms were. It's just so annoying because a tan, it honestly makes the world of difference, bro.
Yeah, like you said, it puts on 5 kilos, bro. Like if you're tan, if you just even had a fake tan on, you would literally look like twice as big. Like it's fucked.
It's the exact reason why bodybuilders, when they compete, they lather themselves to make themselves brown.
Or orange. But yeah.
Yeah. It's
basically fucking fluoro at that point.
It's literally ridiculous, bro. But it was a fantastic session nonetheless. Don't think we'll be doing it this weekend as the weather is nowhere near as good, which is unfortunate. But we're slowly building. We're slowly building towards consistent Saturdays.
I reckon like come October, it's just going to be fucking...
It was good
belter.
It was good to get one in, though.
Yeah, it was great.
It was good to get one in. After the sesh, we obviously went to the beach. And as we're walking there, bro, we're walking across, we're just seeing some big fucking waves.
Dude, I haven't seen waves that big. For anyone who doesn't know, Scarborough does genuinely have kind of like typically strong currents and big waves. It was fucking... The waves were massive.
Bro, they were slapping hard. These things were getting tall, and then they were slapping hard. So we lay down for a bit just to soak in the sun. And then we go in for our first swim, and... firstly, it was freezing. It was absolutely freezing.
Dude, we got in the water, and I'm not kidding. I started hyperventilating, mate. I couldn't breathe. I was like, I literally had to stop and be like, like focus on in and out breathing, bro, to stop hyperventilating. It was that fucking cold. And fun fact, for those who know, I rolled my ankle. Dude, I could feel my foot like healing dude, in the water. Like my foot, it was like cramping, cramping up. My foot was just fucking
all that inflammation.
Hurt. And I was like, wait, that kind of feels good. My whole body, because obviously we went after back day, which generally you work like pretty much your whole body. I could feel my whole body like shrinking in the water, like contracting. It was great. Yeah.
I forgot to mention, by the way, once we actually got to the beach, we see a sign. And what does the sign say?
We parked up right next to this sign that said strong currents or dangerous currents.
Yeah, strong, dangerous currents, I think it said. And obviously to the right, there was just so many people. We're like, we'll find a spot where we can actually lay our shit.
Hella people.
So many people. So we park up by that sign, basically.
I didn't really read that sign until after, but yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we go out. They just keep coming, these waves. They keep coming. We're just ducking under all of them because holy shit, they are massive, bro. Oh, Evan's getting a phone call. 03.
I don't know who this could be. Hello?
Spam call.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Fucking dogs.
Fucking hate that shit, bro.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're just ducking under these waves, staying there for a bit, and then we're like, all right, fuck this, let's get out. And all was well.
Well, we drifted a fuck. Like, we were like probably 25, 30 meters away, and we were only in there for maybe like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And we drifted quite a lot, and it was still like, I got out, and I remember saying to you boys, like, holy shit, I'm fucked. Like, I'm actually
exhausted,
puffed from just being in that water.
Yeah. No, it was pretty full on. But we did get out, and we're all thinking like, fuck, I don't even know if I want to go in, bro, because it wasn't that hot, so it was really nice laying on the beach and just soaking in the sun. But we're like, oh, after probably like 20 minutes, I reckon, we should go in like once more, and we go in, and it's low-key even worse, bro. And keep in mind, we go in this time and there's no one in the water.
Yeah.
Where we are, there is 0 people in the water. And we're not really thinking about that. We're low-key thinking perfect. Fucking perfect.
I didn't think about shit, to be honest. I was
You know
like,
what's-
I'll just jump in.
You know what's hilarious? I'm looking back, bro. I remember these group of guys, once we got into the water the second time, these group of guys came like basically sitting on us, bro. And I was like, what the fuck are these guys doing? Like, fuck off. And we moved over to the left even more.
Yeah.
We moved over to the
True, we
left
did,
even
yeah.
more. And maybe that's where we absolutely cooked ourselves. So we're in the water, bro.
Well, we jump in. It's freezing. I'm like, fuck this. Like,
Yeah.
like it was hard work already and shit. Weren't really out. I was like, I'm heading in. Fuck this. I go in and you boys are like, we're going to, I don't know what you said.
Well, it was
I think you said
basically
you guys
like-
stayed out.
It was basically, this is what happened. So Jared and I, it was myself, Evan, Jared. We duck under one wave and Evan goes, I'm getting the fuck out. Did you catch a wave in?
Yeah, I just body surfed away.
Yeah, I think you caught a wave in. So you were out of there pretty quickly.
But it still took me. So I was like probably belly button deep water, and it took me like 2.5 minutes.
Because you're still getting dragged.
Well,
like even when you stand
I was
there.
just pretty much like I was just spinning in a circle, pretty much. Like imagine the current is like pushing me in, and I was just floating. Push me in, and it would drag me out, and it would push me in, it would drag me out. I would stand up, it would push me over. I was like, oh fucking hell! Like this is actually like kind of hard work just for this part.
Yeah.
And then I finally got back. It took me like 2 minutes just to get out of the water.
Yeah. And then, so we see another wave coming because you just caught one and we're like, all right, let's fucking duck under this. And then I say, all right, let's get out. And then, okay. And then Jared and I start swimming, bro. And shit you not, we do not move.
Yeah, it was like the same thing I felt, but you were way further out.
We were probably like anywhere between 30 to 40 meters out. Which is like not far, but it's also a decent length out. Especially when we're in a really bad area of the ocean where there's a sign saying dangerously strong currents. Probably don't swim here. And bro, we're swimming and we're doing like breaststroke, bro. And then we start doing a bit of freestyle and we're getting absolutely nowhere. And at this point, our minds start to like flip, bro. And like we're thinking, oh fuck. Like I've never really experienced this before. And what were you doing?
Were
You just laying on the beach, bro?
Yeah, I was laying on the beach, and then like I was like had my sunnies on. I was just like laying back, and then I heard fucking like just like a kind of like a mini Jared help. Like it wasn't loud. I was just like, oh fuck, what are they doing? And then like I was like, oh, they're just playing around or whatever. And then I see you like mini kind of wave, but like Jared was in front of you, so I thought maybe you were just waving at Jared. I thought you were just fucking around, and then
There's probably like a 5 meter gap between me and Jared, bro.
yeah.
And I don't know how he got there, but he got like about 5 meters away from me.
Yeah.
And then there's no one else in the water. Yeah. And I'm looking at Jared, bro. I said, Jared, bro, I'm like, I actually can't move, bro. And keep in mind, like we're decent swimmers. Like we can swim. And I say to Jared, I was like, Jared, bro, I can't move. And he's just not really saying anything to me because his mind is going, yeah, we're fucked. And he's like, I think he's one of those people, bro. Like he just went into focus mode and he just wasn't communicating. Whereas me, I went into like fucking panic mode, bro. I was like, oh shit. Like I can't move. What the fuck do I do? And I lost all sense of like calmness and like, okay, how do I get myself out of this situation?
Yeah.
And when you go into that mode, you start to swim for your life. And this is where I fucked up. I used
Just even your stress, you use like 4 times as much energy.
I used so much energy trying to swim against this current, bro, to get nowhere. And then keep in mind, these big fuck off waves continue to come. So you're ducking under a wave and then you try to swim for your life to try and get yourself out. getting nowhere. And I look at Jared, I said, I can't scream because like we're talking to mics, but I yell very loudly and aggressively.
That's when I like stood up. So I heard you go, I was like, you just were like, Jared. I was like, oh, fuck, what the fuck? Bro, bear in mind, right? The beach is packed. Like on the sand, there's fucking hundreds of people and not a single person turns their head, bro.
Which, you know what, really shocks me, bro.
Well, I just think people don't, like in Australia, we genuinely don't expect people to drown. Like we just, bro, you're like, it's not like, unless they're like Japanese or something, no offense, but the stereotype is like Chinese.
People who
Japanese,
like can't, they don't really, they're not used to our beaches and
Yeah. So I'm like, so I kind of stand up. I was like, wow, that was like, if he's fucking around, like,
what a dickhead.
I was like, he's being a bit of a dickhead, like yelling like that at a beach. And then I hear like, fucking help.
I'm like, Jared, bro, fucking help me.
And then, that's when I started to walk towards the shore.
And bro, at this point, Jared and I, bro, like I kind of get to Jared. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck are we going to do? And then he's like, get on your back, get on your back, get on your back. And like, we got on our back, bro, and we start spamming survival backstroke.
When I saw survival backstroke, bro, I was like, oh, fucking hell, cunt.
Bro, we are spamming the shit out of survival backstroke. And the thing with Scarborough Beach, there are sandbanks.
Yeah, there are.
It's weird, bro. You get in the water, you're standing, all of a sudden it drops off.
Yeah.
You're swimming for a bit, oh, I'm standing again.
Facts.
And with how much these waves are coming through and how big they are, these sandbanks were just disappearing. So like where you would usually stand, you can't stand. And bro, I cramp in my left leg, bro. I'm like, oh my fucking God, like my hamstring's just gone. I'm spamming survival backstroke and we finally kind of get out. And I actually, after the next part of the story, I don't know how we got out doing what we were doing, bro. Like when you're in a current, bro, you low-key, you've almost got 0% chance of beating the current.
Yeah. I mean,
when you fight against
with the waves, like you would have just pretty much got taken in by because the waves were so big, you basically essentially are body surfing the waves.
Well, this is the problem, bro. This is what I started to try to do. I was waiting for a wave to come and I was trying to catch it, but because I was using so much energy and I was in panic mode, the timing was so awful. It was so bad, but we spammed it. Jared's like, you can stand. And then I was like, oh, fuck, bro. And we finally got to like a decent area where we were somewhat out of the rip. And I try and stand. My legs are gone. Yeah. My legs gone. You're there. And you're like, oh, come on. And I was like, bro, no. Like,
yeah, I know, bro. The look bro, the panic in your eyes, bro. I was like you just grab my hand. I mean, I was probably like, at that point, I was like nipple water deep. And then I just scratched out.
Bro, we
walked out, bro. The relief in your face, bro.
Bro, we walked out and shit you not, we're like laying on the beach. My heart was basically out of my chest and my legs have never felt that way in my life, bro. Like my legs had zero energy. And you know when they like, my whole legs, like literally groin to fucking foot down, basically as stiff as could be, as if like the whole things had just cramped and like no life in them, bro. Yeah. No life. And then we're just laying down, bro. I'm like, fuck me. Because shit, you know, I'm not even being dramatic. There was a point when I was in the water, I'm looking at Jared and he's not talking to me. I'm like, there's no way I'm drowning at 25, bro. Like, because I'm panicking, bro. I was like, there's no way I'm drowning at 25. Like, this is fucked. Because, like, there's no one else around.
Well, like, you must have been hell locked because, like, you just felt like calling Jared. And, like, like if you called my name now, I would have come straight away.
It was literally just
But you were just in such locked mode. Like, Jared's the closest thing. You're just like, fucking come here, you little fuckwit.
Bro, I was like, Jared and I were like the only ones in that situation. It's low-key funny to look back on.
Oh, it's fucking hilarious.
But like, it's actually a really dangerous situation to be in. Anyway, we're on the beach. We're just lying there, bro. I'm just gaining like consciousness back, basically.
Well, we knew at least it wasn't just you because literally in the next
10 minutes,
there was 3 girls who were drifting out, and then all of a sudden, like once again, I was in the exact same situation.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this chick wave, and then you're like, oh.
I think she's fucked, bro.
You're like, I think she might be fucked like I was, bro. And then I'm like, I don't know, bro. She's like waving and her friends are there and they're not really doing anything.
Yeah.
And then because of the sandbanks, they were fucking further than you guys were out.
They were.
And then they just stood up on the. They were standing, and I was like, oh no, they're fucking standing up, bro, and waving with two hands. I was like, fine.
But we just keep kind of looking. We're just keeping our eye on them, bro, just to see if they fucking like start literally drowning. And they're waving, and then we start to hear them scream, bro.
Yeah. By the way, not a fucking lifeguard in sight.
No.
That's kind of crazy to me because we were that was probably going on for 3 to 4 minutes because I walked down to the beach because I was about to go like swim, and then I seen them in the water, and I'm just standing there. I look back at you, I'm like, that's when they waved and stood up. I was like, nah, maybe they're fine. No lifeguards. Some other guy went and got lifeguards.
Yeah.
And then like literally in the next 25 minutes, there was like
10 people, bro.
3-4 rescues of where lifeguards were going out on paddleboards and bringing people in, and
Yeah. So it was probably
then they shut the beach down.
Yeah, so probably like 10 people got fucking rescued by lifeguards. We saw a lifeguards like literally falling off their boat trying to get these people. Eventually got him in. And then, as we were like, all right, let's leave. They literally closed that section of the beach off. They're like, hey guys, we just made 10 rescues. I was like, yeah, mate, I was one of them that you didn't save. I was like, yeah, see my boy here? Yeah, we literally just fought against
Survivors,
it,
bro. You guys are fucking troopers.
Fought against it. But yeah, if you ever caught in a rip, swim parallel. Yeah. Swim parallel and you'll find, even if you get taken
but the problem is
further out.
Ours wasn't a rip, bro.
Yeah, it was just
just the whole fucking beach was current. I mean, I guess technically it's just a massive rip. Like if you swam, like you would have to swim like 100 meters to the fucking right to be able to get out of it. But yeah, it was, I mean, it was brutally strong. You really gotta, the ocean is one fucking hell of a powerful motherfucker, bro.
Oh yeah. But that's the thing, like, as someone who's like a confident swimmer and like, I love like the body surfing type of stuff and you go out decently fine. It's like great fun. Not really scared of the ocean. It's pretty surreal for something like that to happen to you, as opposed to like someone who can't swim and it happens to them.
Yeah.
It's like you never think it'll actually happen to you when you know how to swim and you're used to Australian beaches. So that was pretty crazy. And it was like definitely a, oh yeah, you're not invincible, are you? You like actually just got to be careful. You do have to be careful. So yeah, for those of you that just look at the signs first of all, but secondly, peace out of lifeguards. I mean, it took you a good couple of minutes to come out for these people that were in there.
Yeah, no bullshit. If like people actually, if they didn't know how to swim, they were dead. Like they were there just floating on their back for like minutes.
They were there for quite a while.
Like if you don't know how to swim, you don't know how to float on your back.
No. No.
Some people sink too. Like my dad, he just sinks.
I don't float on my back great either. But I feel like in that, I mean, when they tell you to swim parallel, they basically say like do backstroke and shit, like just get yourself out of there. But
well, they say survival backstroke because that's the position where you use the least energy because you just float. Yeah,
it's easier said than done though when you're in that situation. Like, I knew that rule, but you're just thinking of like getting out of there.
I mean, realistically, if you're ever stuck in those positions, you're supposed to take your time. Like, you're not supposed to rush. You're supposed to just be like, if this takes me 15 minutes to swim in, all good. And just one breath, like deep breath, like conserve energy, like go super slow. And eventually you'll just drift into shore. Yeah. Or you'll drift far enough out, but still have energy to where someone's coming out to get you. Yeah. But obviously fucking fight or flight kicks in. You're fucking fuck. And then that's when you use so much energy because you're just fucking not using technique. But
yeah, of course.
Anyway, that was fun. Dill almost died.
Yeah, shout out Robo Scarbs, shout out Scarborough Beach. What a day.
Yeah, it was a good time.
What a day.
Well, then we watched a lot of sport. We watched the footy, so I reckon we can just fucking recap a little bit of the sport. There's only 2 games, so it's pretty quick. Hawks and the Hawks game was on the Friday night. That was a fucking cracker. Mm-hmm. And Port got away with it, 3 points in the end. I can't believe it, to be honest. Like, going into that game.
I remember I said Port had a chance because there's no way they played as bad as they did last week because they were horrendous. But obviously, Hawks' most informed team, bro. Like,
well, you listen to any fucking sports show today, like looking at that game, like 12 Port Adelaide players had their best game ever. Mm. Like, that's pretty fucked when half of Hawthorn didn't even show up. Yeah. And like, it took Port having 12 of their best, like their worst players having best games Butters, Rosie and shit. Like, yeah, I mean, kudos to Port. Obviously, the fallout with the whole Ken shit. I feel like, bro, I mean, it's just...
People aren't understanding, like you said.
Well, yeah, I mean, that I can't believe that no one in the media has really said the fact that it's nothing to do with the fucking fact what he said.
Yeah.
He could have just said, fuck you. Or he could have said, I hope you have a fucking great day. It doesn't matter. When you look aggressive, you can't have it at local footy, boys.
Yeah.
For anyone who plays footy, I know for a fact that when I was playing footy, if the rival coach came over to my old team and started fucking chirping in a final loss where we lost by 3 points, he's not making it home.
They'd 100% be a fight. And that's the issue with local footy and grassroots footy. But unfortunately, not enough is done to stop it. So they need to focus on that. But that's why they try and stamp out so much shit in AFL, because the AFL are role models.
Yeah, it's just like little melees. It's why they fine the clubs like 30 grand. Like when West Coast of Freo had a little melee in the derby. No one really threw punches. It's just a little fucking jumper punches and stuff. But you can't have it because at local footy, it turns into fucking blows, bro.
Yeah, literally like fucking king hits, bro, coward punches.
Yeah, it starts as little fucking in local footy, and before you know it, it's in the car park. And I've seen it. It happened every fucking week when I was playing.
Yeah, I can't blame Kenny because any human being in that situation would have done the exact same thing. Ginnivan, I mean... absolutely dumb from what he did, but I also like a bit of drama in the footy.
Same. It's great for our, like, I'm happy. Like, I'm not unhappy that Ken did it. I'm not unhappy with what Ginnivan did. The only thing that like really blows my mind is how many fans can't wrap their head around the fact that Ken gets a 20 grand fine.
And he's not paying it anyway.
It's the club, bro. 20 grand is a fucking nothing. Like, bro, relax, people.
Bro, a sponsor would have gone like, oh, here's 20 grand, guys.
Yeah.
Like, good work for that finals win. We'll chuck in the 20 grand fine.
Yeah.
For you. Like, the club's not really getting affected whatsoever.
Bro, people just, like, they don't understand that everything at AFL level affects grassroots footy, and that's why. But anyway, fucking...
good win for Port.
Great win for Port. And I love the theatre and the spectacle, and I hope that there's a rivalry between Port and Hawks for the next 15 years.
Yeah, hopefully Jason Horne-Francis is okay.
Apparently it was just a cramp.
Good. Hope he's good for the Sydney game because I want that. I believe they can bring it to Sydney. I don't think they'll win.
I think so too because, bro, Port have beat Sydney 8 times in the last 8 times they've played.
A big fucking win the last time as well. So I think that they can bring it to them. And I'm just hoping for an absolute blockbuster. Saturday after the beach, we were at your house. We were having a bit of a boys' night, sports night. And such a weird game.
GWS Brisbane, man.
Such a weird game.
What are you doing, GWS, bro?
An absolute choke. People have been saying this is going to leave them with fucking trauma, mental scars, because 2 chokes in 2 weeks.
Well, and they lost a prelim last year by a point.
Exactly. It's just becoming a recurring theme. Really, really bad, being 30 points up in the last quarter, 42 at one stage in the game.
It was the equal biggest comeback in a final ever for Brisbane. 44 points and at halfway through a third quarter.
And it's the second biggest finals comeback in all time as well, I saw. So it's absolutely fucking wild. It was a weird game because the Friday night game was a blockbuster. It was close. The tempo was fantastic. This one... was like, the game's over. They're back.
It was a demolishment, bro. It was literally a demolishment for 2 and 3 quarters.
Yeah, it was just like, the game's over. They've started to come back. Okay, no, it's over now. And at one point, we were literally like, all right, let's go get dinner because we thought it was over. We're at Hungry Jack's. Rambo's fucking trying to get this order right for the boys. Someone checks the score. There's 2 points in it with a minute to go or something like that. And we're like, oh my God, bro, there's no way.
Yeah, so we watched it in Hungry Jack's.
We watched the end of the game in Hungry Jack's and fucking fair play to the Lions, bro. Fair play.
I mean, you can't knock the Brisbane at all for it.
No.
But fuck me. Seriously. GWS, how do you choke a 21-point lead halfway through a last quarter against Sydney? So 4 goals and you lose. To go and do it again the next week against Brisbane, this time worse, because you were fucking... I think they were 32 points up at one point in the last quarter. 6 goals and you lose, bro. Like, what?
Yeah, it's pretty...
Imagine being a GWS fan. Oh, my God, bro. I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, you'd be absolutely fuming. But, yeah, it's... I don't know. I think Brisbane deserved it in the end. Who have they got now? They've got Geelong, hey? I'd like to see... I didn't really want either of those teams to make the grand final. I'd rather see Brisbane make the granny as well. I think they're more of an exciting team.
They deserve one, bro.
Brisbane Port GF would be really strange. That would be really strange if that happened.
I really hope Port don't make the grand final. I
don't really mind if they make the granny.
I reckon if Geelong or Brisbane gets a hold of Port in a granny, good luck.
Yeah, I just hope it's a good game, really.
I think Sydney will win the whole lot. That's my prediction at this point.
But then again,
but we'll see.
Fucking all the predictions seem to be.
Well, I'll be right. At the start of the year, I said Sydney will win it. That was my prediction.
You know, I said Carlton.
Oh, really?
But to be fair,
they could have been.
They had.
Fucked them.
They lost 70% of their squad. I tipped Freo 9th as well. We finished 10th in the end. So.
No, how'd you guys? Maybe I'll have to have a look at what I predicted.
What we all tipped.
I definitely thought Collingwood would be there again.
Shit, yeah. But no, very excited. Disappointing, like you mentioned today, 3:30 p.m. prelim on a Saturday for us.
I think what they're so
it's twilight.
I've heard that they want that's going to be the grand final slot going forward. So it'll be at 5:15. So it'll be 3:15 our time. That'll be because it's the best TV time slot. So I think that's why they're trialing it. I'm assuming that's why they're trialing it. But dude, 3:30 for us is a disgusting time.
It's not good. I mean, that's almost smack bang in the middle of your day.
Like it won't really matter to me because I'll watch it it doesn't matter when it is. But I'll just go to the gym and come and watch it when I get home. But I like to have footy on at 5:30. It finishes at 8 o'clock.
Well, it's not a bad thing in respect to like us. We watch Premier League as well, so. It'll probably finish around like 6:30 type of thing. And then hopefully you've got Premier League like 7:30, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But it's still a little bit frustrating.
It's a bit of a letdown.
Let's do our tips. I'm gonna go Geelong to beat Brisbane and Sydney to beat Port.
Yeah, I think Sydney will win and I think Brisbane will get it done.
You think Brisbane will get it done? So we've got the one different.
But
you can. I imagine you're going to say what I'm about to say. I can see literally any four teams winning it.
Yeah, I think right now if I was going favourite to win it, it would be like Sydney, Brisbane, Geelong, Port, like a fair way lower than that. Like if I just can't see Port beating Sydney. And then even if they do beat Sydney by some miracle, them then going and beating a Geelong side who fucked them by 100 points or a Brisbane side who arguably is the best team in the comp.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but you never know. You only got to show up like they did against Hawks for one game, and if your whole team has fucking career best games, then you'll probably win the flag.
It's valid. It's valid. What's it called? Let's do the Spotify playlist. Whilst we do that, Trump almost got assassinated again. That's pretty cooked. Stop trying to shoot him, boys.
Dude.
It's just absolutely
conspiracy
cooked.
Theorists run them wild too.
The Edge of Glory is going to go into the playlist. That is by Lady Gaga. Absolute banger. It's my song of the summer. Edge of Glory. My next one is going to be another one that's just bringing me back to prime time. Locked Away by Maroon 5.
Tune.
Fucking tune.
I'm going to do Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae.
Addison Rae. Is
I
this
need
a banger?
Bad bitch. I like it. It's a vibe.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go with Baby I'm Back by Kid Laroi.
Baby I'm Back. Is that the one? I wish I could go back to the way it used to. No, it's a different one.
It's the Baby I'm Back. You can blame it all on me.
I thought that was that song.
But he just remixed it.
Yeah, and then I thought he said that I wish we could go back to the way it used to be.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe we're both tripping. Maybe we're tripping. That's probably gonna do the episode.
Yeah.
Quite a good episode, I'd say.
Yeah, it's good fun. Dill almost died. Fucking prelim weekend, baby.
Lunchleys, go try them. If anyone can get their hands on a Lunchley,
Let us know, man.
fucking let us know. We'll try that shit. I reckon they're garbage, but hey,
I mean, just, yeah, it is what it is. But anyway,
we'll give it a go.
rate us 5 stars. Bye.
Adios.